Hi everybody, Karina Murphy from Neiman Real Estate once again, and today, as promised, I am going to be speaking with my favorite hairdresser of like probably a decade, Michelle Haselkorn, and she's up at Connie's Boutique in the Marketplace Mall. And so we're going to talk about her career and things that she's done in the past, things that she does now, and just kind of Cortland in general.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
It's a great place.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Michelle, when did you start your hairdressing career or hairstyling career, and how did you get to where you are now?
This is what I've always wanted to do since I was a little girl. Had to fight to become it because my parents didn't want me to be a hairdresser.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
They had no idea.
They didn't.
Yeah.
And so went to Bosse's and got my license through Bosse's. And pretty shortly after that, I went off to New York and had the time of my life.
Right.
And
I heard that.
Learned a lot along the way and met some great, amazing people. And brought it back here.
Yeah.
And I think it's nice.
Now, you've done some interesting things with your career, especially when you were in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you had some of your styles in
magazines over the counter, and then like Harper's Bazaar, Town and Country, those, and then the trade magazines, which everyone picks up because of the hairstyle guides.
Right. Yeah.
And
says, hey, I want my hair to look just like this.
Yep. And I did a lot of those.
Right.
And it's a nice sense of accomplishment. So.
Yeah, I bet it's great looking into those magazines and seeing something.
Seeing my work, yeah. And some of it was national, some of it was in Europe, so it's gone everywhere. And really proud of the work I've done. I love the creative end of it. I love meeting all the people that walk through the door. You're getting somebody new every time they walk in, and so it's nice. You learn a lot about the people, their lives.
What do you say to people who come in with an idea or a picture of what they want their hair to look like, and you are, no matter how good you are, you can't really transform what's actually on their head into what is in the book?
I will be completely honest with them and tell them it won't look good. It won't look good on them, they won't like it, and I won't like it, so it's a no-win situation for anyone.
Right.
You can adapt a picture to make it look good on someone, but if it's not going to, that specific look, it's not going to work, you don't want to do it.
Yeah, I've always appreciated your honesty. Although you've done pretty much whatever I've asked, which has ranged from...
We've done it all on you.
I've done it all. Now I'm kind of back to an old standard, but I'm enjoying it.
But that's what we do. We keep our standard, and then we go out and we play. We come back to the standard. Like my blonde is my standard.
Yeah.
But I change my color all the time. But I always go back to the comfort
I think
zone.
you've inspired me in that way. Like I've seen over the years, I've seen you try on all sorts of different hair, and it always grows back. That's my mantra. I'm like, cut it off.
Back. The color can change. It's always changeable and fixable if people don't like it. If you do a color and they don't like it, you can have it back to where they were the same day.
Right.
So.
Right. So what is your favorite thing to do with hair? Like, do you like doing the updos for weddings? Like, what are all the different things you do, and what's your favorite?
I think it's easier to say what I don't like, and that's braids.
Okay.
I love everything. When
there's one thing you don't like.
That's about it. I love color because you can change a person instantly and without cutting, without changing.
You can make them 20 years younger sometime with just a
30.
30.
Oh, yeah.
I thought 20 was big, but 30, yeah.
I've had people come in with gray hair who looked quite old for their age, and we've colored their hair, and it took years and years off them.
Yeah.
And it makes a difference. I think people are too fixated on their age number rather than what they look like.
Yeah.
And they think they need to go gray because they're 50 or they're in their 40s, and why?
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, I done
Yeah.
my I had my first gray when I was 14. I was already over it.
Yeah.
I did try to embrace it a few years ago, and I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Not so much.
Not yet.
No. Maybe not ever.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about age lately, as I'm closing in on 50. And I was thinking how people always are talking about how, they look good for that age, or, kind of qualifying their attractiveness based on their age.
By your age.
I was like, I want to make 50 look great. I don't want 50 to do anything to me.
Yeah.
So, part of my plan, of course, is to come to you and make sure my hair looks good.
And
I know
but I think 50 is not the 50 of what it was years ago.
No.
I mean, people are healthier, we look better, everything.
I agree.
So it's just, why should you have gray hair? Or not do
and
anything
yeah, I know some women that just rock the gray.
Some do.
I wish I had the gray hair that I could be au naturel and not look like I had like a Muppet on my head.
But rocking the gray hair is a whole package.
Yeah.
It's the haircut, it's the gray hair, it's everything that goes with it.
And there's a lot of work that goes into that also often.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it can look really good on certain people. And there's people that I do have that are gray that I wouldn't color.
Yeah.
Because I think they look great.
Yeah.
And it's knowing that also is just as important as when not to do something.
Right. So I'm imagining, 20 and 30 something old Michelle down in New York City, doing hair, meeting people. And then all of a sudden you decide that you're gonna turn around and come back to this community. What made you make that decision?
A lot of it was the kids. I had my son Jason by then, and just wanted a quieter way of life. I wanted to know what was around the corner, and I just wanted ease of life.
Yeah.
And you get that here.
Yes.
And everyone knows everyone, which is good and bad.
Yeah.
But
That's in any community.
There's a lot of comfort in that too.
There is.
So
there is. Yep.
It's a great
community.
place to raise your kids.
Absolutely. There's always something going on for kids around here. There's also a lot of stuff going on for adults too.
Yep.
So what do you do when you have a Friday night free?
I like to eat. I like to go out to eat. I mean, whether it's just a cup of coffee, something, dinner, I like food.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to be going out tonight, so this has to be a look that's going to last my whole day, by the way.
It does.
Okay. I know. I'm just pretending to be a diva.
Yeah.
This is Michelle. She does all the rich and famous people in Portland. Yep. It's kind of true.
Well,
yeah. Such that we are. Michelle cut my hair, and now she's dried it, and we're gonna style it. And while you style, your daughter wanted you to talk about something you've done.
Yeah, both my kids think it's really cool that I worked with ESPN when they were up here with the Jets, and
Oh my goodness.
so they think that's a cool thing.
What did you do for ESPN?
Did
The
Hannah's
Jets.
hair for ESPN Sports Center,
Oh my gosh.
and
So she was on TV
and I was the one
wearing
doing
your
hair.
hairstyle.
Yeah, that was my hair.
That's pretty
Yeah.
darn cool. I mean, how many people can say that?
Well,
She really is a hairstylist to the stars. She's right here in Cortland.
yep.
It's amazing.
So,
So yeah, apparently Lexi doesn't think the fact that you've done magazines and other huge publications that are circulated worldwide to be like that big of a deal.
that wasn't the big
That's
deal.
not the big deal.
ESPN. was the
ESPN
big
is a
deal.
big deal though.
And
You gotta admit.
And usually they bring hairdressers with them, and they didn't because I was qualified enough to do the hair on site, and so,
Yeah. So they didn't need to bring their own.
no.
That's pretty cool, Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes me feel even luckier to be sitting here today in your
There we go.
chair. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We could do a whole game. Guess the video that Michelle did her hair for and the one she didn't.
You won't be able to tell the difference.
Everybody will win. I'll be giving away free coffees all over the place.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
That would be fun.
Free market analysis if you can guess the videos.
Yep. I love what I do, and I'm going to continue to do it as long as I can.
Awesome. That's good for us.
And
you can be found in the Marketplace Mall.
I'm here all the time. I like to work very early in the morning.
That's terrific.
And I hope that people are comfortable with me enough that if they love it, they tell people, but if they don't love it, they come back to me and tell me.
Yeah.
Because I have no problem with changing something.
Right.
Because ultimately, it's what you do with it at home that matters. Nah.
I gotta keep changing my real estate picture because it's like, my first one was like short, bleached blonde.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love that look on you too.
It was super cute.
Mm-hmm.
It was super cute.
And you wore it really well.
Oh, thanks, Michelle. It was fun. That required more maintenance than dark, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Short and light like that, that's high maintenance hair.
Oh, man.
And a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, I was thinking it would make my life easier. I don't know why I thought that. I guess it was just...
People think short's easy, just
hope
wash
and
and
ignorance.
Get out. Yep.
Yeah.
Men are a hot topic right now.
Yeah, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, George is really, like, much more into his hair than I've ever, like, and I don't think it's just him. I think it's like this generation and time is making,
When Jason came home from college, I heard a blow dryer turn on. And I was like, what is going on? And I immediately run into, you need products? What can I do? Anything? I've been waiting.
Yay, you care about your hair.
And,
it only took 18 years.
18 years, but...
Yeah. Oh, I love this, Michelle. Thank you.
Yours is getting there.
Mine is getting there.
Another inch, and it's going to be a totally different head of hair.
Yeah. Although I don't mind this length. It's that, the chin length is not too bad.
Mm-mm.
But I think I'll go with, I think shoulder is going to be my finale.
Yeah. Which will be a nice length, and you'll be there by the summer.
Yeah. So cool. I keep getting in trouble for cutting my hair.
No, you're keeping it healthy.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Because you want it long and thick on the bottom, not long and straight.
Yeah. I kind of like this little errant piece
I
right
do
here.
too.
It's kind of like, you think you know what my hair looks like, but really...
Yep. It's got a mind of its own. A little sexy over the eye stuff going on.
Sexy over the eye. It's good because it's Friday.
Yep. Yeah, you're going out.
Yeah, I'm going out.
Somewheres.
Going up to Syracuse. Mm-hmm. Yep. Doing the Syracuse thing tonight because it's so easy to get to Syracuse from Portland.
It is. You can get anywhere.
You can get anywhere.
Yeah. Ithaca, Syracuse,
Heck, I could drive into New York City if I wanted to. I mean,
yeah, and that's a quick trip too.
It really is.
Because we do that quite a bit.
All right. Here's the after shot.
She looks great.
Looking good. Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome. It's always my pleasure.
Always a pleasure to be here.
Cayman, think Cayman, the premier name in real estate.